Hi, this is Rick Eymer with the Palo Alto Weekly, and we're here today with Mariah Grover. She is a junior setter here at Menlo-Atherton, our Athlete of the Week, after helping MA win the Chris Chandler Invitational volleyball tournament and 2 league matches last week. So let's start with the tournament itself. You get to play 5 matches in one day. What's that like, and what's it like winning it all?
Well, I've done it before in club, playing 5 matches, but as the only setter and not having a break, I thought it was going to be pretty difficult, but we've been kind of working a lot on conditioning and working together as a team, and it ended up being a lot easier than I expected. Not saying that it was not but it was great. I think having that experience last year where we did not do very well in that tournament, I think this year just going in and doing so well and just losing once was just way better, and it was really fun.
Right, and then I think you beat Palo Alto this time around, or is that the one you lost to?
Oh, that's the one we lost.
Okay.
We had beaten them in preseason, we lost in the tournament.
Right, but you had to beat Menlo, which is also a pretty good team. They went to the state a couple of years ago, and when you do have these kind of rivalries too that you do, it makes it a little fun to beat them.
Yeah, it was super fun. I mean, they're a great team, and it was really, really fun to play them again.
Great, and now you talked about not doing so well in the tournament last year. Last year probably seems like ancient times to you guys, because you're doing so well this year. Is there something maybe you took from that experience?
I think we kind of came into this season just wanting a lot more out of it, and kind of ready to work really hard for it. And every practice, we're working very hard for 2.5 hours, and we're really determined. And I think having last year and looking back on it and being so much kind of just improving a lot more it's been good.
So at the beginning of the year, do you set the same kind of standards as the schools had for years and years, or did you think you might have to have a different goal this year?
Well, we came into the season really wanting to do obviously better than last year, and MA's always been kind of the staple, really good team for volleyball. So we wanted to uphold that standard, and we didn't want to kind of let anyone down. So we came in really strong and determined.
Great, and of course, last year's team was very young, and this year's team is a little bit more experienced, so that helps. And you have a couple of seniors that are really good. And how are they as far as providing leadership?
Our seniors are great. I love them all. They're all contributing a ton. We have one minor injury, but other than that, our seniors are doing great. And my front row, my back, everyone's doing really good. I'm working with a really good group.
Right. Now, I know you have a sister that, a twin sister, older by 1 minute, we found out. And you used to be a hitter with her, and then you changed, and now you're her setter. And kind of talk about that change and how that feels.
Well, so I used to be a hitter, obviously, and I liked it, but I kind of always wanted to be a setter. As a setter, you get to be kind of the quarterback, and you get to control a lot more of the game, and I love it now. And setting Natalie, I'd never really done it before, but we immediately clicked, and it's great. I love it.
Right, and of course you have a couple other pretty good hitters too, and you've had to kind of work on timing with all them. And does that? I guess that's one of the most important things, is the timing between you and hitters.
Yeah, we've worked on it a lot. I hadn't really been able to set Merritt or Natalie because they were out last season, but I kind of started off on the right foot with both Emma and Alicia, and so it's gotten a lot better. I think we're working a lot on it in practice, and all my connections have gotten much better.
Right, now this year's PAL is pretty tough. I know there's a lot of good teams. You're right now tied for first, so it's you're in pretty good shape. Do you talk about, hey, maybe our first goal is to win the PAL and then move on, or what do you think about?
Yeah, a major, one of the first things we said on our first practice was, let's win league, because we think we can. I think we can do it, and I think that as long as we stay focused, as long as we stay determined and hungry for it, I think we can definitely do it. We have the potential, and we have the skill, so hopefully we can.
Right. Well, in beating Menlo and Palo Alto before, those are 2 league favorites too, so obviously that gives you a little bit of confidence, I'm sure. And And just knowing that you're going to have a tough match almost every night you play, is that something that motivates you, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, we can never really have any, days off. We're always have to stay focused, and I think that's a kind of a blessing in a way, because we get to have these really good games, get really good experience, so that we can keep moving forward.
All right, and just because I asked your sister this too, you have an older sister who goes to Brown University who was also an athlete of the week at one time. If you wanted to say anything to her, what would you say?
Well, she's been a really good kind of role model for me, and she's taught me a lot about volleyball. Even though she wasn't a setter, she's taught me a lot about the mental game and supporting my teammates, and so I still look up to her.
Great. So we've been talking to Mariah Grover. She's our Girls Athlete of the Week, and congratulations.
Thank you.
And if you want to find out next week's Athlete of the Week, just click that subscribe button down below or visit us at pasportsonline.com.